Hi, this is Laura. I want to talk today a little bit about conflict or dealing with the situation where someone's really reacting to you, something you've said or done or just coming to you with some aggression. The tendency, if we're not careful, can be to just react back, which can have things escalate, spiral outwards in a bit of a mess. It's usually not what we want. But how do we have a different outcome? How do we respond to this situation rather than react? Just to tell you a story, I swim a lot in the mornings, as you might know, and I usually go into the water at the same place, and I swim out to an area that I really love snorkeling in. And normally that's straightforward, but sometimes I get in the water and start swimming, and I don't get very far. The force of the water or the current is so strong that it either holds me in place or pushes me back. And again, sometimes without thinking, I can just start swimming stronger. It's like I'm trying to battle the ocean, which usually is pretty, doesn't really work. So I've learned to do it differently. And what I do now is I take a moment, I just stop. And I stop and notice what the current's doing with my body, whether I float back or whether I go back a bit and then come forward. There's so many different things the ocean does. And I still want to go snorkeling. I still want to go to my spot in most cases. And so I've learnt to just get there in a different way. And so what I do now is instead of trying to fight the current, I angle my body and swim at that angle out to my snorkeling spot. And what happens, instead of fighting the ocean now actually helps propel me out there. It's the principle behind a lot of sailing or whitewater rafting, that kind of thing. Now these principles can apply to these situations of conflict as well. The first step is to take a breath. When somebody's coming at us with reaction or reactivity or aggression, take a breath and what's really happening here? Sometimes that breath is that difference between reaction and response. It creates some space. And the second step is to consider what you really want. Again, what's the true outcome of this situation? And the third step is to then think, well, what do I need to do to get there? Do I need to communicate something or something differently? Do I need to get support? Do I need more information about something? It could be any number of things in this step. And then you've got the way through to be responding truly and to dealing with the situation from your fullness and from that place of response rather than reactivity. I hope this has been helpful. If you'd like to know more about the way I work with women, click the link below and that'll take you to more information. Until next time, this is Laura.